Hi everybody, here's Krystian from Teamworkcast, and this is not the Monster Hunter podcast.
And this is Putty from the Monster Hunter podcast, the Watching Netrunner.
Now we are thoroughly confused. Welcome to Netrunning with Teamworkcast. This is the 21st of September. It's a draft tournament, a private draft tournament. And we wanted to show you some guys, some videos from the draft tournament. I mean, we really wanted to release those videos at the beginning when the draft sets were released, but we have such a huge backlog. And of course, also we play those games like in the middle, kind of the lunar cycle. So some of the cards we already knew about, but some of the cards were new to us. I think we're gonna try to be a little more timely.
Krystian.
In the future, yes.
I'm cringing. There are no sleeves on these cards.
No, because they're drafted cards.
Oh god, I'm cringing so hard. Oh, I got goosebumps.
Alright, so on the left I am on the left, and on the right we have my opponent who is Oigelb. Which means...
so what do these two identities do?
So it's Shadow versus the Mask, and Shadow is basically like a generic corporation that can use agendas from all sets and has unlimited influence, so you can use any cards that you draft in your deck.
That's fun. And what does the Mask do?
It's the same with Runner.
Ah, okay. That's neat.
So, yeah, they're specifically for draft only, and we begin the game already, and I play medical fundraiser. Yeah.
Hey, get your $3, man! This is corporate love right here. Oh,
Oigelb gets the fundraiser, and then we have another fundraiser.
No. Welcome to Money, Mask.
So the secret thing, or the strategy we're drafting, which I found out on our first draft tournament, which you guys might remember, is to just get a ton of economy. That always wins. Oigelb is playing a Zool here.
Zool.
So this is the, I have to also point out, this is the Overdrive Draft. So this is the second draft pack.
Ooh.
Oh man, and now I'm already embarrassed. This is the something drive. It installs programs. It is a recurring credit to install programs, and he uses this to install an expert analyzer. So
I have
now
to look up the card list now.
It's a program where you can make a run on HQ, and then if that succeeds, then you can expose all cards on HQ instead of accessing cards. Meanwhile, I ice up HQ in R&D.
This is when people started talking about you doing draft for Netrunner, I was sort of confused. Like, this is the most constructed sort of game that's been around in forever.
Netrunner?
Yeah, so it's sort of like you have all these identities, and they're very careful to make sure that they all work together. And then they're like, whatever, just going to throw it out the window, have a draft tournament.
Yeah, I love it. I really like the draft because, hey, already we see two cards we never saw play. I mean, that's a new card. The Drive is a new card. And Expert Analyzer, nobody plays Expert Analyzer. And then we see also an Overmind here, but sadly the Overmind is a little bit late. He should have installed the Overmind sooner, because now the Overmind only gets one token. The Overmind gets as many tokens as you have MU free, and you can use those tokens to break subroutines. Alright, he runs on my HQ, and I res Hive.
The Hive.
The Hive. So now it has like 5 subroutines, and strength 2 or 3 or something. And anyways. Oh, I think did I spend credits? I hope I spent credits to rest this. Yeah, I think I did, because I had tons of money from those medical fundraisers. And Oigelb is drawing a card, getting a credit, and that's it for now. So it's my turn.
The way that the draft works, since I'm completely unfamiliar with it, is that you get...
Oh man, look at this! I did a successful demonstration. It's like a signature card. When I saw it, it was only like the first pick. You're like, yes, I need this. This is mine. All right, so you wanted to ask something?
So you get, what do you get? Do you get like a starter and then a draft pack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly. There's like a corporation and a runner starter, and inside you get what we saw in Overmind, for example, for runners, and for corporation you get like some basic agendas.
That's fun.
And some basic economy cards as well. Everything you need to make a deck that could basically function.
So, since this is the second draft pack,
Yeah.
Are all of the draft packs included in just draft? Because I see it says a custom algorithm from a card pool of 194 called Overdrive.
Yeah. So Oigelb runs on the external server I created there, and that is next bronze. And he can break at the next bronze with a Zool here. And he does that, and I expose a Will of the Wisp.
Oh,
which makes him get that Zool and put it on bottom of the library. And we realized during the tournament you will see that card again, because Will of the Wisp is like the most horrible cards for the draft format, because there's just no tutors whatsoever. So when that card gets at the bottom of your library, or at the bottom of your stack, I guess, it's basically worse than trashed, because there's no way of getting it from down there. Just no. I guess you could maybe draw a window, draft a window. That would maybe help. Anyways, I'm icing up the server, and you wanted to ask what cards are in this pack. So I guess they cycle out cards in and out. So the card pool now for this draft pack is way different than the one on the previous draft pack. And something that they do, which I think is very smart, is they put spoilers in there. So they put cards that haven't been released yet.
Yeah, I've seen that, which is interesting.
Yeah, so there's like incentive for people who own all the cards to still play draft, because they get to play with all the cards that haven't been released yet.
It's fun.
So Oigelb gets out a Fem and Fems the Hive. Not sure if that's a good idea there, but let's see about that. Because he still has to pay 5 there. But at this point, the only thing I can break is sentries. And I guess he can use the Overmind to break one subroutine. But he doesn't. That's the problem with the Overdrive draft, at least, is that you really don't have good breakers.
You have the breakers you're given. It's like running with the core set.
Yeah, but even worse, like in the first one, in the Cyber War, the first draft pack, you at least had the Crypsis, which gets you to every ice if you have enough money. But the Overmind is a really bad replacement for Crypsis, because it eventually runs out of tokens, and then it's like you can do nothing anymore. Oigelb gets out the Current, which is a Net Celebrity. And I install a card and once or twice, whatever. I have a server there, he can get in there, let's try it. So I like draft because it's often very simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you don't have the breakers. I have a secure server. Let's go.
Yeah. It really reminds me of just core play. You see it on Octagon a lot. I will only play with the core decks.
Yeah.
They call it the most skill-based game.
Yeah, it's an exercise restriction. All right, so he runs there. He could have broken one of the bronze ice, but I rest second bronze ice there, so yeah, he cannot do anything about this now.
Wow, I cannot find a list of the Overdrive draft cards anywhere.
It's difficult. They don't release official lists, which I find weird. I think they should release them. But usually,
I guess it makes sense. That way, everybody's gonna be sort of playing on the same field. I'm not sure. Or starting with the same.
People were because I score. This is Hades Fragment.
Wow.
So the ability is it a Hades Fragment? So that's one of the cards that you get from with a starter. Let me see. Hades Fragments. There we go. Yeah, it's one of the things that you get for the starter, and the ability is that when your turn begins, you may add one card from archives at the bottom of your to the bottom of your R&D, which I guess I'm not will be doing. I will forget about this, I think. But yeah, already. By the way, the draft games go to 6 points only, so I'm already halfway to victory.
Because that's a pretty powerful agenda for a draft game, especially if you can score it.
Well, it's good agenda because it prevents you from being decked.
Yeah.
And but it's not a danger right now for me, I think. And he uses Expert Analyzer to see the cards on my hand. I'll show you when the cards are.
Yep.
There's a pop, there's a EG 2.0, there's lots of really nasty stuff. But no agenda, I think. We haven't seen agenda.
We only need one more.
Yeah, that's the cool thing. Like only one 3-point agenda, I win the game. Oigelb gets out Lemuria Codecracker. So now he can expose cards whenever he ran on an HQ. He did run on an HQ, so now he can use this with a click and a credit to expose the card in front of R&D. And there is a toll booth. Ouch!
Oh.
I can't trust this. I can't trust this. So this was good. So now you can see a card from my R&D, but there's nothing.
You're gonna have enough soon.
Oh, celebrity gift. I'm giving you the information he already had. So his expert analyzer was a little bit, you know, not very effective. But he couldn't have known, of course. He couldn't have known. Not sure if his net celebrity should have been trashed, if he installed it after I scored the agenda. Doesn't matter so much anyway. I don't think. Also, I think he's forgetting about net celebrity. I haven't seen him paying from it yet, but maybe it's just because he doesn't have like a token on this.
Yeah, so it should have gone away the second that you scored Hades Fragment.
But I don't remember if he had it out before I scored the agenda. So anyway, Oigelb draws a card.
Wrecked will tell us.
Yeah, he will. Wrecked.
I'm gonna get wrecked.
Alright, he draws more cards. He needs to see answers.
I saw a chip. Memory chip, I think.
Yeah, there was a chip. I'm drawing cards myself, man. Mandatory draw, and I played a restructure.
Restructure and a hedge fund.
Yeah, after our first draft, I was like, all right, all of the economy cards, all of them. First draw all of the cards, and no matter what else. And afterwards, there's always some leftover ice that you can use to res it. But I think this is also like a unusually good draft for me for this kind of.
You're rolling in money, but I don't see any sort of agendas coming your way. So you're sort of
draw
at the mercy.
Yeah, I'm not doing quite well, and of course I have great scoring server, and my opponent Oigelb is not seeing his breakers. Not really. He has access to my HQ, but that doesn't really help me too much right now. Also, he's using a spiffy click counter on Android.
I've seen there's a guy in the Facebook Netrunner group who's trying to construct one out of a deck box.
I saw it. He even advanced it even further and created like a really cool one with a translucent box, like a plastic box. Oh, install advanced, guys. Oigelb, you need to get in that server ASAP.
It's a cerebral overrider. Get in there.
Or as some people say, AFAP, as fast as possible.
AFAP? Mm-hmm. Are those people from 4chan?
No.
Oh. Secretly, Krystian is looking at his phone off camera.
Maybe I am. Ooh, good timing. He gets out a passport. Great for breaking code gates. Sadly, only viable for central servers. So not really helping now. I mean, he could run on R&D to get to the toll booth with it. It would be very expensive, though. Oh, he's doing an expert analyze, I think.
Buy 2 cards. No.
I wonder why. I mean.
Oh, you're finally asking about. There it goes.
We trashed net celebrity, and then he sees just a couple of eyes. Not sure why he did. I guess he just wanted to do something. Maybe he hoped that he would see a agenda there. But even if he did, I mean, he couldn't have. Oh no! By this time, Hive is he sees that it's an agenda. That's why he did. So he ran on HQ. He used the Muria code cracker to expose the thing there. So yeah, he could see the future perfect just before it was scored.
Yeah,
and it's over.
And it's over.
Just like that. Very short game. Usually those draft games tend to be shorter right now. That was your first draft game you saw. What do you think about this?
I've never been a fan of draft, but it's because I'm not very smart. So, I've never been very good at it. But on the other hand, my experience with draft usually has to do with Magic. And with Magic, you need to know what cards exist in the pool.
Yeah, so that aspect of drafting is not present in Netrunner yet because people don't do it on a regular basis because it's quite expensive. You kind of have to pay around $20 or €20 for one draft.
Yeah.
which at this point you can buy just an entire core set. So it's not ideal, and so usually people do one draft, maybe 2 drafts if during a cycle, and I think that if Fantasy Flight starts doing stuff like releasing the deck lists, like the card pool lists, maybe Netrunner drafting will become more of a regular thing.
Yeah. Or at least, what I'm curious of is they say that they created an algorithm to develop these cards. What's their algorithm? Why don't they?
Yeah.
No one ever releases these things. I wish they would.
But the problem is, like, once you release the algorithm, then people will reverse engineer all the sets, and they never buy the packs then anymore. Then you cannot. Then it's like you don't have to release the packs anymore.
Well, that would certainly decrease the cost.
Yeah, like there's still like there's especially cost. I think is really a problem here. I do have some solutions for this. I'm gonna try this maybe like a half draft. So half of the people draft Corporation, the other half drafts the runner.
Well, that's fun. I guess that we can't really hack the planet because this planet's shuffled and algorithmically sealed.
No, we're still gonna hack the planet.
Hack the planet!
We're hacking the planet.
Shut up and get in the car.
Shit on me.